Xirco's report, episode 7. Let's talk about troop strength. I have learned so much in these levels that I wish I could start over, but there's already way too much time and energy invested, so take what I learned and just continue on as I were. Alright, when we go to the Oracle here, there's one thing I've noticed everyone doing, because I did it too, because I was excited about it. I went to training tab, or not the knowledge tab, and the training section. You can see I've learned 112 out of 362. And that really sounds cool. I wish I would have spent this money elsewhere. Or not, it's not money, but time and energy. So this is great. It's level 9s across there, and this does bring the cost down. But cost, here's the thing. It's not time. See, obviously it says cost and not time. But for somehow, in my mind, I translated this as, hey, the higher I raise this, the faster I can train troops. I don't know where I got that notion. So what this is, if we go to training, down here at the bottom, and let's say we want to train horsemen, here's the cost. 26 wheat, 26 lumber, 20 pieces of iron, 52 stones. That's the cost. That's what it's gotten down to. Okay, that is cheap. Guess what? Folks, it doesn't matter. Almost. Well, it doesn't matter if you are in my clan. Because my clan is awesome because the higher level players, we all have so many resources that it's not a problem. I don't even remember what this started out to be. It might have been 400 or 500 units of each. It could have been more. I don't recall because I've worked on this so hard I never paid attention to it until recently. So we can always get resources, and this is why I'm almost under the impression of forget the training cost. Who cares? Because we are so happy to help one another grow and to make the clan stronger. We will give you the cost, what you need to make the upgrade, to level up, to increase. So don't worry about the training cost. Instead, train your troops like this. Skip training, skip invaders, kind of. I'm going to do this another video on when to work on invaders. And then I'll go all the way to near the bottom and go to tier 1 through 5 troops. This is what you need to be learning. These tier 1, defense, offense, and health. And you go through them all. So currently I have an additional 13% defense on all my T1 troops. Next level I'll have an additional 15%. Maxed out is 20%. 20% of defense is pretty awesome, but now you can look at the numbers for the cost of the upgrade. They are significant. 41 million units apiece. At where I am, I have plenty of resources. This is not a problem. When you get there, if for some unforeseen reason you don't have that amount of resources, holler. We will get you those resources. Not a problem. So, someone mentioned you should max out tier 1 first before going to tier 2. That methodology is acceptable, but I'm going to take it one step further. Work and max out tier 1 warrior defense. Defense first. Okay? And then second, I would say health, and third, offense. Or alternate approach would be defense first, and then balance out offense and health back and forth. Now, the Tier 1 warrior defense, if you are a low-level player, make your goal level 10. If you are a medium to higher level player, make your goal level 15 before going on to the next block. So the reason I have now switched to offense as opposed to going level 13 on defense is because it takes a week and 4 days, and I'm running low on time boosts. And this one is costing me, this is only 4 days as opposed to 9 days. So this one I can afford right now. One other real quick thing here, and when you want to boost it, just use all your available boosts first, then, and only after that, come back and spend gold. And when you think about it, here, let's look at 3-day boost. 8,000 pieces of gold, 86.50. Okay, that's not really too awful expensive considering how we are killing it in the CVC and KVK events. So keep that in mind. It's not as expensive as it might have initially looked. Also, check this out. If you hit apply, instead of hitting it once, do a long press and hold it down. Now, you can do this, and you can see how many boosts it will take to get this to max out. So it says it'll take 35 boosts, the 3 hours, and I have 109. So do the math. I can get about just 3.5. If they are 4 days, 5 hours, I can get about 3.5 of those. So I would be able to level up 3 skills or 3 levels of these at 4 days. The reason I say defense first, and even health and offense second, third, is because defense is where all of the high-level players focus on. If you look at any of their gear, go to clan, and then list of clans. Click info on the top one. Then you can go to membership, and then you click on the chief, and then look at his hero. Now look at his weapons. Okay, he chose a different type of equipment type. That's interesting. It is not uncommon for them. See, he's very specific. Siege. Let's see what the next one is. All right. This tells me. See all the siege? Defense, offense, siege, health. That tells me, holy smokes. Well, that's cool. Never seen a rune. Siege, offense, additional. So he's focused on siege. All right. Well, that's pretty important because now that you can see his armor and you know what his kind of troops he's focusing on, you can send the antithesis to siege, which isn't that ranged and cavalry? I have to look here in just a second. So that's interesting. So that tells you a whole lot. And this is where you use the item called disguise. And it will blank all these out and you will not be able to see them. And that's really good when you're attacking somebody, because I would like to know if he was attacking me or I was attacking him. I would want to know what kind of strengths he has. And now that I know he has all siege, I'm going to drop back out here, hit training, and we'll go to siege. And it says, weak against killers and cavalry. So now I know I need to send killers and cavalry against him. And that would be my best hope for a quick and painless death. And I say that because he's way up there. I would not stand a chance, but the theory remains the same. Since he's going for all siege-related stuff, then I just need to attack him with the antithesis to what his strength is. And that gives me a chance. Let's go back to list of clans. We will try to find a second one, membership. Click on his hero. Look at that. He has used the disguise. You can't see any of his armor. Very smart. That disguise item only lasts for 60 minutes. But I believe you can... I don't know if you can still buy them. Alright, let's look at this person. Okay, this one has heroes, offense, food production. Alright, so this is not a war. This is not a battle hero set they're using. So they're not out on the battlefield right now. Heroes, offense, reduce invader. So they've obviously made a hero set for local resourcing in the city while they fight invaders. Let's see. 10 billion influence. Holy smokes. Alright. Same armor. Anyway, one of the high-level ranking people in my kingdom. I'm not in my kingdom right now. All of his armor and all of the gems he has for his armor, they're all on general troop training. Not troop training, troop defense. And that is why I say to go to knowledge, tier 1, and learn defense first. Max it out as high as you can. Stop at level 10 if you need to. Go across and then work 10 on that first row, and then start and repeat that same methodology with the tier 2 row, and so on. That is going to give you strong troops. There's no other way. So when you get hit hard and you said, hey, I had more troops, or I had tons of T1 troops, well, that's good and all. But you probably could have got wiped out because they had more of this knowledge skill level learned than you did. So their troops were stronger even though you had more. And that's why they were able to wipe you out. This is the key right here. Alright, stay tuned. I'm going to get on to the next topic. Xirco out.